Welcome to my reaction to the original Halloween. I have never seen it. I've only seen one Halloween movie out of the entire franchise, and I'm not sure why it was some random one that just came out, I think, a few years ago. But I am excited to watch this, I guess. I'm not really a fan of scary movies because I am a giant baby and I get scared very, very easily. But, you know, it's Halloween. And I'm actually releasing this on Halloween Day on Patreon, so it is fitting. Just a couple of quick notes here, which I know a lot of you are going to skip past this, but I am sick at the moment. Not like fully sick, but got some throat stuff happening, a dry/sore throat. So if I have to cough or clear my throat or anything, I do apologize. I may have to use a lozenge at some point. I will try to silence as much of that noise as possible because I know it's unpleasant. And as far as for what I know for this movie, I know Michael Myers is the bad guy. I know Jamie Lee Curtis is in this. I think her character's name is Laurie. I know that she's in all of them, so she apparently doesn't die. She's considered like the ultimate final girl, I guess, which to me, the ultimate final girl is Sidney Prescott. But, you know, different generation. I didn't grow up watching Halloween. I grew up watching Scream, so... Which, by the way, my reactions for Scream 4 and 5 are out on the channel already if you want to check those out. But that's pretty much it. I thought Laurie/Jamie Lee Curtis was the baby or was the sister. I thought she was Michael Myers' sister for like a long time, but I guess apparently she's like the babysitter or something. So I don't know why he's so obsessed with her. I guess we'll find out. But that's it. That's what I know. All right. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. I was about to say I don't know if I've watched a horror movie this old, but I have seen the first Friday the 13th and the first Nightmare on Elm Street, and I don't know what years those came out compared to this one. I do know the music. Everybody knows the music. Although it is really freaking creepy. Introducing Jamie Lee Curtis. So this was her first thing. I mean, I'm assuming her role is a pretty big one. This pumpkin getting bigger and bigger is giving me anxiety. I need it to back away. It's so quiet, I feel like I need to be quiet. Jesus. I have heard that sound before in Scream, but that startled me. Oh yeah, I do know there's some kind of like scene with Jamie Lee in the closet and like coat hangers, and I know that from watching Scream. What is he wearing? Didn't really look like a grown-ass man's hand.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Well, that was fast. It's okay. Not every woman likes super long sessions. It's fine. That was really damn fast. So to already be dressed and heading out the door. This is interesting doing it from his point of view. So did he like start off as a child? Oh, well, okay. I often sit in front of my vanity, basically naked brushing my hair. Nobody does that. I feel like you'd be freaking out more than that, but okay. So she knew him, so she's the sister?
Michael?
He is a child. There's no blood on him anywhere. Just standing there holding the knife. And they're just standing there staring. Do we ever get an explanation for why he just suddenly decided to murder his sister?
Don't underestimate it.
Don't you think we could refer to it as him?
If you say so.
I mean, that seems fair. Is there a reason we saw this? No, thank you. No shit. In a storm? At night?
Pull up to the main gate.
Shouldn't we
Go on, move.
No, turn around. Gonna take my hand off of my extremely hot tea right now in case I need to jump. No, 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 no. No, thank you. I don't want any mental patients crawling on my car. Absolutely not. Why would you roll down the window? Get your foot off the gas. Ugh.
The evil is gone.
Was that him? If so, she got off very lucky. It's funny that this music all now is like making me nostalgic for Scream. Because that's where I know it from. They did such a good job with this music because she's just like walking down a street. It's a little gloomy, but like the music is really setting the tone. It's creating a really creepy atmosphere.
Coming over tonight?
Same time, same place.
Can we make jack-o'-lanterns? Sure. Can we watch the monster movies?
Sure.
Can you read to me? Can we make popcorn?
Sure.
You want to do a lot of things, kid. None of which sounds like trick-or-treating on Halloween. As I say, I thought I heard breathing.
Alone. Just
walking around in broad daylight, Michael? That breathing is making me feel like I can't breathe. It sounds like I'm being suffocated. It also sounds very hot in that mask.
No matter what course of action Collins took.
My God, that teacher would put me to sleep. Damn. Oh, I was expecting him to be gone, but nope, still there. Still being a creeper.
Don't you know what happens on Halloween? Yeah, we get candy. Boogeyman, ooh, the boogeyman.
You're not wrong.
Boogeyman, the boogeyman, the boogeyman, the boogeyman.
Why are they doing that like in a chorus? And that had to have been... one weak-ass pumpkin. Is it just because these are like the first two people he saw? So now he's like latched onto them? Or is it that he sees himself in the little boy and his sister in Laurie? Kid, I need you to pay attention to your surroundings. No wonder so many people got serial killed back then. I was wondering if you like encountered anybody on the way that he would have killed or not killed. Oh, he is wearing a jumpsuit. So did he kill this guy and take his uniform? There's those matches.
Why didn't you wait for me? We did.
They don't like you.
Hey, jerk! Speed kills!
Okay, Michael.
You know, Annie, someday you're gonna get us all into deep trouble.
Let's not walk that way, though, you know?
I hate a guy with a car and no sense of humor.
Okay.
I'm babysitting the Doyles. It's only 3 houses down. We can keep each other company.
Oh, terrific. I've got 3 choices. Watch the kids sleep, listen to Linda screw around, or talk to you.
Bitch? This music playing like makes me feel like I should be like looking out for him. Like maybe he's lurking somewhere. I hope Linda changes her shoes before tonight because she is not going to be able to run for her life in those. Oh shit. He is not subtle.
Oh, subtle, isn't he?
That's what I said.
Poor Laurie. Scared another one away.
She is not my favorite.
Hurry up.
time.
Give her time. You die, like, first, please, right? I mean, that's what's going to happen here. I need that to be what happens.
Yeah, you know, every town is something like this happens.
Not every town.
Why do they do it? Goddamn kids. They'd do anything for Halloween.
He took her headstone? Why?
I plan on making popcorn and watching Dr. Dementia. 6 straight hours of horror movies. Little Lindsay Wallace won't know what hit her.
You're a shitty babysitter. And a shitty friend. It would so smell in that car.
You blame everything on kids.
Well, now, all they took was some Halloween mask, rope, and a couple of knives. Who do you think it was?
It's hard growing up with a cynical father.
A killer. Why would kids take that?
I'd like to have a word with you if I could.
Well, maybe a few minutes. I've got to take
It is important.
Is he going to see his car? No, he is not. Once again, he is not subtle. He is right behind them. How did it go from full-on day to full-on night? This always happens in these movies. This is not a very big town. They didn't have to drive that far. I feel like it's a nice touch that we can hear him breathing. Like that they add that sound in. Is she going to be first? Am I going to get my wish? Well, at least he's looking into it. He didn't just like immediately dismiss him this time.
Does anybody live here?
No, not since 1963 when it happened. Every kid in Haddonfield thinks this place is haunted.
They may be right.
It might be, yeah.
He got hungry.
Humans tend to do that.
Man wouldn't do that.
This isn't a man.
Well, I mean, I'm assuming, although I don't know how he lives all these times, but I'm assuming there's no like supernatural element to this. I guess I could be wrong, but I don't think so. I feel like I would know that by now.
Standing on the lawn, he could have seen inside.
The fuck is that?
I have big, big news for you.
Nothing better happened to that dog.
Get this dog out of the kitchen right now.
There's a reason that dog doesn't like you. Obviously, I know he's barking at Michael Myers, but it's clear they have a history where the dog does not like her.
I hate that dog. I'm the only person in the world he doesn't like.
I wonder why.
I just talked with Ben Tramer, and he got real excited when I told him how attracted you were to him.
Oh, Annie.
This bitch. Get better friends. Although we have barely heard from Linda. Don't
Lindsay,
you do anything to that damn
Lester's
dog.
barking again and getting on my nerves again. Never mind. Guess you found a hot date.
I thank God my screen was dark. I can handle a lot of things. A lot of things. I don't like anything to do with animals being hurt. Especially dogs.
There was nobody outside.
There was.
What did he look like?
The same guy you've been seeing all day. How did he do that? So Annie couldn't get that open, but she opened it super easily. I was gonna say, I hope she doesn't get killed right in front of this little girl. Michael's not gonna kill children, right? I don't feel like they would do that in this movie.
Don't tell anybody about this.
She got stuck in the window. She'll be right here.
Immediately told. He sure has taken his sweet ass time. Okay, so I feel like it's gonna happen here.
No keys.
Hello? Yeah. he just stab her?
Lindsay! Where are you?
Well, Lindsay's not very bright. Oh, just carrying her right out there in the open. Okay.
Chicken. Go ahead, Lonnie.
Come on, scare the shit out of them.
Go in!
They deserve it. They're dicks.
Hey, Lonnie, get your ass away from there.
Okay, first I rip your clothes off.
Don't rip my blouse. It's expensive, idiot.
Then you rip my clothes off. Then we rip Lindsay's clothes off. Yeah, I think I got it.
Totally.
That's not even a funny joke. Especially with those glasses on. Those are pedo glasses. I don't feel like anything happens right here because I do remember the shot from Scream where she like sits up in the bed and I guess takes the sheet down or something.
Fantastic.
Was it? Didn't really look like it.
Go get me a beer.
I thought you were gonna get me one.
Yeah.
I'll be right back. Don't get dressed.
You can't say that. I mean, you also can't have sex either, and he did that too, so y'all are double fucked. Well, triple fucked, I guess. Expecting to like see him standing in that door. He's a fucking creeper. Once again, how is he just like opening doors without actually being there?
Linda, you asshole.
Oh, fuck. Okay. I wasn't prepared for him to open that, and I thought something was gonna happen. Oh, something is gonna happen. He sure likes choking people. Okay, and stabbing. As I said, Michael, you can choke people without killing them. But he likes the killing part too. Not him turning his head to the side like he's a dog. Oh. I mean, I guess this is a way to get into the room. Not very menacing, though. This is the shot from Scream.
See anything you like?
Oh, is she gonna hear it happen over the phone?
Hello? Hello? All right, Annie. First I get your famous chewing, now I get your famous squealing.
Not quite. It does sound that way, though. That doesn't, though. That doesn't sound very good. Combined with his heavy panting. Oh, she knits, too. Girl, no wonder you don't have a date. The door handle's on the wrong side of the door for the door that she just went through. Oh, he's not there anymore. What is he doing with all these bodies? Is she gonna see one or all of the bodies? Oh. Oh, it looks like he did cut her neck. Okay. So he's treating her like Judith. What is... Ugh. How did that open? This is what you hear in the background in Scream. Get away from this dark space right here by this door, please. Whoa! That's so creepy. Oh, shit. He actually got her. Oh, fuck. Ring the doorbell. Oh my god.
Open up, it's me! Tommy, please!
This is giving me anxiety.
Tommy, please! Tommy!
Hurry up, kid. Oh, shit. One was open. What is the couch gonna do? Go get... You've got those right there. Those, you can stab with those.
Please.
Yeah, exactly. Ooh. In the neck? I feel like that should be good. He should be done. No, now is not the time to let your guard down. And don't hold that over you like that. But still keep it in your hand, though. I can't make up my mind if this guy lives or dies. I feel like he's gonna die.
I'm gonna take a little walk.
Was it the boogeyman? I'm scared.
Yes.
Nothing to be scared of.
Are you
Well-
sure?
Ah.
I killed him.
You didn't hear him
can't
coming up
kill
the
the
stairs?
boogeyman.
They don't see him behind you?
Get in there, come on, Tommy.
He should be able to rip those doors down super easily. That would take so long to turn that into any sort of a weapon. And it would be so flimsy it wouldn't do anything. You'd have to give him like right in the eye. Which it looks like she did. Oh shit! Keep stabbing, Jamie. I mean, Laurie. And don't you dare set that knife down again. This is the second time he has just made it super easy for you. He's gonna grab her. Why? Why? Not only do you not have it, but it's right by him. He's gonna sit up. He's gonna sit up. Yeah. Yeah, probably a safe bet it's that house. She unmasked him. So he's been what, shot 5 times, right? And stabbed once? Twice, actually, because he got stabbed in the neck. And he survives.
What's the boogeyman?
As a matter of fact, it was.
How? Even if he did survive, he wouldn't be able to get up and walk away. Yeah, you've had a rough night. All right, well, I have now seen Halloween. So the only other movies I've seen from around this time, and actually I don't even know if they actually were around this time. I might look it up. Okay, so the only other movies I had seen from what I thought was around this time was Friday the 13th and Nightmare on Elm Street. I've seen the first of both of those franchises. Friday the 13th was 1980, so it was, 2 years after this, and then Nightmare on Elm Street was 84, so that's several years after, so it makes sense that it is a little more developed, I guess. But Friday the 13th was only 2 years after this, and I felt like it, because I'm trying not to judge this based on like today's standards. Obviously, it's not gonna be the same. It's not gonna have the same pace. But a lot of this just felt really slow to me. Like, I felt like I spent at least half the movie waiting for him to like start killing again. And I don't feel like it was that way with Friday the 13th. Now, it's been a long time since I've seen that, so I could be wrong. But that Friday the 13th in my mind, like in my memory, seemed like a pretty well-paced movie where like there was suspense several parts throughout. Like, I don't recall any of that ever really feeling like super slow. And I definitely, there were good chunks of this where I was like, wow, they are really dragging this out. That said, for the time, had I like seen this in theaters or something, I am sure this would have scared the shit out of me. Because I mean, there were moments that scared me now, but I'm sure had I seen this back then, like the whole thing would have been terrifying. And I mean, the music in this is epic. Like, I don't know any other horror movie where music plays like as big of a role in setting the tone and building up the suspense and just like creating this creepy vibe. So definitely I think the score in this is like a highlight. Annie was so annoying. So annoying. And she was in it for a lot longer than I was expecting, which is maybe why it seemed like it took a long time, because I was just ready to be done with her character. And it was taking a lot longer than I expected to get rid of her. So that might be part of why it felt like it was just taking a long time to like really get going. But I mean, I still, like, I didn't dislike this movie. For the time, I feel like it was probably very good. And it's not like this would put me off from watching the rest of it. Although I want more information on Michael Myers, which I feel like they'd have to give that as you go through the sequels, I hope. And like a lot of it also for me was just like so unbelievable. Like if you're going to give me a villain, like doors were opening when he was nowhere around. And like, I mean, he would just like vanish at a speed that was like inhumanly possible. So that kind of like kept taking me out of the moment of it, because again, I don't feel like that was really the case with Friday the 13th. And maybe it's not fair that I'm comparing the two, but I feel like it kind of is. Again, they're only 2 years apart. So I don't know. If I had to pick one or the other, I would definitely say Friday the 13th over Halloween, for sure. Now, that might change if I were to watch further movies in the franchise, because like I said, I've only seen this one and one other movie in the Halloween franchise, and that was, I don't know the name of it. I just know I went and saw it, or I saw it with my husband a few years ago. I don't know how long it had been out, but Laurie like has a daughter now. Michael was like in an institution, and Laurie's had turned her house into like a compound, and her daughter was there, I think. And there was like some secret door to basically like a panic room in the basement that you got to through like her kitchen island or something. That's like all I remember from it. So that's the one I've seen. But yeah, I've only ever seen that first Friday the 13th. I think. I don't know. I don't know if I've seen any more. So yeah, not one of my favorites. Like this isn't one I think I ever need to watch again. But I am glad that I watched it the first time, because this is such a like, it's a classic, and it's a classic for a reason. Like I said, given the time, if I had watched it back then, I would have been scared shitless. I am so sure. I would have never wanted to babysit, which I only ever babysat my cousin for like one summer, so I'm good there, but I would have never wanted to do it. I mean, yeah, this definitely would have really freaked me out. But yeah. Excuse me. I think that's going to wrap up this one with me basically saying like, I did enjoy it. It just didn't blow me away. And I wouldn't say that I love it, and it's not one I ever need to watch again, but I am glad that I did watch it for sure. So that's where I stand on the first Halloween. All right, that's going to wrap up this one. If you're watching this on Patreon, thank you so much for the support. If you're watching this on YouTube and you want to catch up with Patreon, who has already gotten a ton of movies that are not on YouTube yet and probably won't be for a while, you can click the link in the description below. They also have access to the full reactions, which are in watch along style, so you do need to provide your own copy to watch alongside mine. If you are based in the UK, I do have instructions for how to make it work with like the different streaming rates, and I also have timers and different things to try and make it easy as possible to sync up. You also get access to the Patreon Discord server, the monthly Zoom calls, the polls for what I'm going to react to next, and some exclusive reactions. If you want to hang out here on YouTube, that is totally cool. Just make sure you hit the subscribe and notification buttons so you don't miss the next movie when it comes out, and hopefully I'll see you in that one.